BobbethTV is live. You know what that means. We've got another episode coming your way tonight. It is the 420 Oz Sim Racing's Gen 3 V8 Supercars. We're in here, Cows, Australia, Phillip Island circuit. Great top-down view of the Phillip Island track. I can see about 14 cars have registered. Qualifying is about halfway through. What we're looking at right there, though, Phillip Island, 4.4 kilometre long track, 12 turns. It is, of course, an asphalt track in Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. Fairly faithfully recreated for iRacing, which is really cool. Because, a lot of American tracks in the system. So sort of Phillip Island, another one of those ones that's come over as part of the Australia packs. Sandown, Bathurst, etc. All right, let's have a look at qualifying and get some times on our board. See what is going on here with the V8 Supercars. Oh, got to get over to the race screen, Bob. There we go. That's Juha Cirilla there. Looks like he has currently got 13th, quickest down on the board, 2:03.551. Stephen Varga up there in quick time, 1:3:29.30 is the time to beat to get the pole position start. Now, normally a 1 hour long race. They are doing things a little bit differently tonight. It is two 30-minute battles. So once qualifying is done, we'll have one 30-minute race and then 10-minute warm-up just to see if there's any setup changes, any differences they want to run in the setup of the vehicle, and then another 30-minute race. So yeah, like I say, just about just over 6 minutes left in qualifying. Looks like Juha's back out there. Had a little bit of trouble keeping it straight. This is Carl Brittingham. Let's jump into Carl's car. Let's see if we got a cockpit cam. Why is my chat not showing that it is? I can see it on the little preview screen of the streaming. I think it's just the bot, hopefully. But g'day everyone. For those of you just tuning in, the 420 Oz Sims V8 Supercars round of the Phillip Island, round at Phillip Island circuit. Just in the middle of qualifying at the moment. I looks like we're about to go to an ad break. Oh, I haven't changed the what's the Savage Planet, asks Crimson. Hey Crimson, how you going, brother? Savage Planet's another game that I was playing earlier this week, and I knew I forgot to do something. And switch it over to some iRacing. There we go. So still just Carl Brittingham out on the track. So I thought it'd be cool to watch him run around the track. It's with the driver details today. Oh, because it's qualifying. That's the qualifying, not the driver detail option. Bob, wake up. All right, so you've still got 5 minutes before we get to our first race. Hey, Griff, was just looking through some slash comments to show what good mod I am, but that's not how it's done, apparently. Huh? I'm lost. I think you're a great mod, Griff. I don't know what your where you're coming at from here, but what other command? Are they slash command? They never work in OBS for me. I think to change the game before you know it. So you tried at least. So that's but I'm sure there is a way to do it, but maybe not. Maybe not. If you could just slash ban Crimson for me. No, joking. Don't do that. I don't think the commands work. I think they were back when I was using Stream Elements, Set Game Playboy Mansion Manager. No, we're playing that after the races. Oh shit, that would have actually worked if that game title was correct. Griff. All right, looks like that is all the cars done for their qualifying run. Oh, Jackson Sufong might be going back out there. Let's get down to the track and have a look. Here he is there. We'll quickly go through some of these times. Looks like it will be the grid for, yeah, at least you found it. The grid for tonight's first 30-minute race. Stephen Varga with a 1 minute 32. So what's that? 3 minutes a lap. 3 minutes every 2 laps. Sorry, so about 20 laps per race. Kilvinder Singh looks like he'll be starting in a second alongside Stephen Varga with a 133.819. Jacob Smith and Jackson Sufong, 134s 030 for Jacob Smith and 481 for Jackson Sufong. Matteo Manelli and Rob Chandler, 134, also a 491 for Matteo, 591 for Rob Chandler. So just the hundredth of a second separating Jackson and Matteo, Matteo and Rob. Then behind them, Hayden Watson and Ben Mead, 134.957 and 135.156. Anthony Hagan, Ram Jam, Cliff Potter himself, 135.672 and 136.162, 136.555 for Wade Georgeson. Juha Cirillo, 136.910. Carl Brittingham, 141.750. Wayne Rogers is down as our 14th car, but hasn't yet gone out on the track. And with less than a minute and a half remaining. Obviously, you need that one lap to get up to speed and do your starting lap at full speed. Not going to be enough time to finish or get out there and do qualifying. Just loading something up here on the screen. Seasons. Here we go. All right, so I saw in the Discord, Luke Fallon. Unfortunately, he was our winner last week at the Sandown. The Sandown International, I forgot what it was called for a second then. Sandown International race this week. It's the Phillip Island 40% fuel race. So that will be interesting. Actually, that means they will need a pit within the 30-minute race too. So the 30-minute race, probably look for pitting within that 8 to 10 lap range. We're off to Magello next week. Portland, Road America, Detroit, Canada, and Bathurst all coming up on the schedule. All right, looks like that is qualifying done. We're going to get over and get ready to get our grid up before they get this one started. They don't mess around in this competition. All right, let's try and find a decent camera though. That's going to give us a few cars. That one does look like probably the best. Let's see if we have a start-finish line here. There we go. We do. So Stephen Varga and Kelvinder Singh a front row. Jacob Smith and Jackson Sufong will start on the second row. Matteo Manelli and Robert Chandler on that third row. Hayden Watson and Ben Mead fourth row. Fifth row is going to be Anthony Haig alongside Cliff Potter. Wade Georgeson and Juha Cirillo on that sixth row, not 12th row, sixth row. Seventh row is going to be Carl Brigham and Wayne Rogers. This will be one 30-minute round with 40% fuel, so they will need it to stop. They only have enough to race around 17 laps, I believe, ish, if I do my maths correctly. We're off. I'll get down to the track. So, yeah, there will be at least one pit stop in this first 30-minute round. Then there'll be a 10-minute warm-up. They can get back out, and then it'll be the second 30-minute race. So 2 30-minute races here tonight. It's going to be a long one. Well, not a long one. It's normal times, but sort of split up a little bit more differently here. Stephen Varga and Kelvinder Singh, Jackson Sufong, Matteo Manelli, Hayden Watson, all off to a great start. Looks like there's a few little battles there for a position. Jacob Mead and Ben Smith. Sorry, Jacob Mead, Ben Smith, Ben Mead and Jacob Smith wasted little time battling for that sixth spot. Let's go back and just watch that play out straight off the bat here. You see them side by side there. That's Ben Mead and Jacob Smith. That relative just keeps awarding them the positional battle, but that's what you've got to do. You've got to keep it side by side. Might go against your line, but it will show that you know the other driver's not intimidating you. Currently, Kelvinder Singh there on our screens. He's our second place driver again. See Stephen Vargas straight there ahead of him. Did say at the head of this race. Last week's winner, Luke Fallon, unfortunately not able to make it to the track in time, so he won't be racing. So look for a new winner again this week. Second round, second winner will be on the boards. It's going to make the Gen 3s a tough competition if you can't be consistent with those finishes, especially up in the podium. Rooting for you hard today, says Griff. He's a good driver. Where is he? Sitting there back in ninth spot. Right there. Oh, that's Rob Chandler. It's the one in front of him, Bob, in the pink machine. So, yeah, large number of cars around Yuha. He's going to have a battle. He's also going to have a couple of guys there that I imagine will follow him up through the field. If you're here to see anyone else, lads, let me know. We'll definitely get them up on our screens for you. Just a second lap in. Oh, it's 2:30. It says 30 lap race, 30 laps lap count, but a lap is a minute and a half. And it's only 30 minutes of scheduled time, so we won't get to the full 30 laps. I really doubt that. There's Cliff Potter in the Stellar Tire Machine, the 82. He has got Juha Cirillo in front of him. The Winfield Racing and Nissan behind him in Wayne Rogers. It is technically actually a Chevrolet, but it is the Nissan Wrath. Coming up through the back windy bits of the track here. Oh, there's no race sound. I just realised the entire time there was no race, and how could you guys not tell that there was no car noises? I mean, I should have been able to tell myself. Damn it! I had something double booked. Set game volume up. No, because it's going to set to the game up or something, isn't it? Like Pixar's up. As Bob saying Pixar's up. No. All right, back. Sorry, I feel bad. I was double booked. I'm supposed to be doing something else right now and have my nights mixed up. But we are 4 laps in, 5 minutes in. So come coming up on about, what, a sixth of the way into the race, over a sixth of the way, coming up on the first third. Halfway through that, Stephen Varga still our race leader. Albinda, Sig, Jackson, Sufong, Matteo Manelli, Hayden Watson, that top five. What do we got here? Ben, me, Jacob Smith, Anthony Hagan, Rob Chandler, Juha Cirillo, the top 10. So Juha moving his way into that top 10. Wayne Rogers, Cole Ringham, Cliff Potter, and Wade Georgeson, 11 to 14. I was going to do a bit of a ride along, look at something and see what sort of go through the track. The driver's driver's POV, but from sort of a traditional sort of follow the car POV. We'll have to wait for another lap. So look at Sim, find the most depraved shits that the game has, but figured I'd best not. Yeah, look, other nights maybe, like shrub nights, not a problem. Paid nights, probably not so much as we get to 7 minutes 15 into this first of two 30-minute races here tonight at Phillip Island Circuit, Victoria, Australia. Starting off, first 2 weeks of the 420 Sim Racing League's Gen3 V8 Supercars Season 4. So we started off at Sandown last week, off to Phillip Island this week. There are a couple of cool Australian, the Tasmanian road course circuit, Simmons Plains is the most notable one that I know that the V8s do race on, that I do hope is one day in this sim. I can call that race, but getting to call Australian tracks is still pretty cool. Can do to increase the do some mic gain, by the way. How's that? Is that? Let's just crank it. That's not all static. It doesn't sound like it's hitting hard. No, I'm not. I'm a bit under the weather, so. My voice is my throat's a bit sore, but so I'm not my usual noisy self, so no, I appreciate that. A bit of a battle back here between Matteo Manelli, Hayden Watson, and Jackson and Sufong. Let's just watch this one play out. That's Matteo Manelli passing Jackson Sufong to move up into third, moves Jackson back down to fourth. Hayden Watson would then come up and also make a move on him in a moment and take that fourth position, push him back to fifth, but the 92 able to hold on and will eventually take that position back in just a moment here into the turn. Oh no, stays out wide there. Oh, that's sorry, no, he ends up going off track. We might have actually jinxed him by looking at that little positional change there as we jump back up to Anthony Haig. All right, the 868 Stephen Varga just hitting our start-finish line. Here we go. Oh, I had my notes now. I've lost them already, damn it. All right, down through the, this is the southern loop. Now you head up into my favorite place, Stoner Corner. It's pretty flat out. It's not really even a corner. You just hold it. The Gen3s does quite a bit of bravery out, carrying a bit of speed though. Then we come into the, oh, excuse me. Honda Hairlip, my God, hairpin, which is a classic overtaking spot. You can hit it hard and brake late, but then you come in through Siberia, it swings back left into that. This is a long radius corner that will reward a throttle control. Now this exit, and you do fly down through turn 6 and 7, the hay shed pretty easily. it's going to drop down into the MG hairpin right here. It's a very hard stop at the bottom, come in nice and tight. And you can open it up as you come out of turn 10 in to the final complex. So it's a bit of a left into turn 11 here. Just sort of hold on to it. It will, if you're carrying too much speed, it will drift up high into the track. That's your notice to know that. That's how you'll back off like he did. Get a good exit and then rocket down the straightaway to do it all over again. It's a great track. There are some really good courses in the iRacing sim, but I think none better. None better because I'm biased than the Australian ones. Why is my Discord not streaming loaded? All right, it's 11:57. All right, let's try and do the math. We'll say what an average lap time of, so a minute. The best is a minute 35, but some are doing like 36, 37. So we'll say a minute 36. So it's a minute 36, and the race being 30 minutes long. All right, so a lot of them must have been saving fuel, or the 40% is not a factor, because by my calculations, 40% would get them around 7.2 laps. We are currently lap 9. We'll just check the leaderboard right now. That one there. Yeah, only Wayne Rogers back at lap 6. Wasn't a pitting lap, as in strategic lap, but he pit back then. Honda Hairlip. Sorry, Honda Hairpin. I don't know why I said Hairlip. Shut up. Not a lot of positional battles going on the track at the moment. There has been one at the back. It was looked like Cliff Potter and Wayne Rogers, Wade Georgeson sort of trading a few positions for 11th, 12th, and 13th. Cole Brigham getting a part of that, moving up into 10th. Here out in New Zealand, driver Ben Mead in the McPherson Contractors Limited 7 machine. All right, I just needed to step away from the mic for a minute. So while we do that, let's jump up to Stephen Varga. He's our current leader. We're going to jump in his car and just see what it's like from his vantage point, how he's handling everything. And I'll be back in just one moment. All right, we rejoin Stephen Varga as he comes up through the final few turns down into the MG hairpin. We've already been through Honda hair lifts, so that's good. comes out of turn 11. No doubt. So racing out of turn 10 there. This is down into turn 11. You won't see him do too much on that thing there. Just turn in nice and early, carry that speed through, back on the throttle as we resume our normal broadcast cams. Straight back to Mr. Ben Mead back there in 9th. Carl Brittingham's moved himself up in to 8th spot. It's So there was 2 lots there. So Anthony Haig managed to move from 9th up into 7th, passing Jacob Smith and Ben Mead. Let's watch this one play out here. Looked like, yeah, there was a bit of off-traffic action there. He was able to pick up a few spots, and that would mean that if we go back to Carl Brittingham as well, then yeah, he was just at the back of that pack. Let's see, there's that incident. Looks like it initially started well back before there, but there's Jacob and Ben Mead there. Go back a little bit further, but I can't quite see where we might have gone with that one. But yeah, Jacob and Ben not having the best night in the first 30-minute race here tonight at Phillip Island. There is Cliff Potter Ram Jam himself in the pits, definitely getting some fuel. I don't know if he was in any incident. Just going back, doesn't look like he was. Why is it stuck on him though? As we saw another car coming out of the pits as well. Ben Mead, obviously, yeah, Uhasaril has also been in the pits. Wade Georgeson. So it's going to be a bit of a strategic run and a bit of an idea of how the second race will be run as well, because you can try a little bit of different things, try some fuel saving techniques. I know a lot of the guys will ride the clutch through the turns when they're braking, take a bit of the fuel off, and things like that, and just run little strategies that allow them to just get that extra lap or two out of the tank. But 40% fuel, if you could stretch that out to 50%, you'd have to be doing pretty good. You'd think 50% would be the most of a race that you can stretch out with 40% race fuel, realistically. Jackson Sufong here. Rob Chandler right on his tail. Up ahead of them, the top 4, Hayden Watson, Matteo Manelli, Kelvin Singh, Stephen Varga. Not that far ahead of, not that far behind them, these two. But looks like Stephen has generated around an 8.3 second lead over second place Kelvin Singh. There we can see on the leaderboard. Now, once again, pitting. As I say, I believe this is a 40% fuel capacity, or maybe... let me check that. We're at Phillip Island. All right, so yeah, estimated usage looks to be around 41.4 litres, and obviously 40% fuel for a Gen 3 would be I believe 40 litres if they hold 100 litres. I'm not sure exactly how much they hold. I wonder, can I see that? Just have a look at something real quick. $14.1 gallons. Yeah, 53 litres. So I don't think they'd need to pit at all. Maybe, I don't know. Matteo Minelli off the track there in his battle against Kilvinda Singh. Or no, that's Cliff Potter. That's the Stella Artois Cliff Potter Ram Jam machine. He is currently in, I believe, 14th place. So yeah, lap down off the lead lap there. That's any sort of too close one-on-one positional battles. Let's check out 8th place. Rob Chandler. It's the battle for 5th, but I would like relative information, please. Oh, they are running in relative order by the looks of that. My battle box is not updated. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, Rob Chandler does have 9th, 10th and 11th in Jackson Sufong, Wayne Rogers and Juha Cirilla behind him, but that means that car just in front of him, that's Wade Georgeson, Jacob Smith and Cal Brigham also up there in front of him. So a few spots up for grabs in the midfield, which has been the way that these races for the 420 Austin Racing League have generally gone. The front 2-3 guys generally get out and run. No, it looks like it is 40% required fuel. Looks like we might be okay. There are pit stops happening. Normally I do get some of this information drip fed, but not tonight, unfortunately. I forgot to ask for it. It looks like just Cole Brigham and Kelvinder Singh left to pit there. We'll see how that works out. Teo Minelli, Hayden Watson, about 20 seconds off Stephen Vargas' lead lap position, so he should pretty much reclaim that spot. Lap 15 of 30, but time is 24 minutes of 30 minutes. So just less than 6 to go, which is approximately 3.5 laps, almost 4 laps. As Robert Chandler's having a bit of a battle there. Is that is Jackson Sufong right behind him. Wasted, as I say, wasted a little time getting himself back into that actual first place spot. Some good running, conserving of fuel, and that late pit stop's going to allow that run to continue. Kelvinder Singh there back in second. Matteo Minelli is in a third. Robert Chandler and Hayden Watson fourth. I forgot Hayden. Sorry, Hayden. I did not mean to forget you there. In fourth, Rob Chandler and Jackson Sufong. Oh, lost connection there for a second, but we are back. Jackson very patient there behind behind Rob, but they do have Wayne Rogers, Juha Cirilla, and that looks like Ben Mead in the background there, coming up on them. So I do want to go. Oh, the pressure's there. Looks like Rob Chandler will succumb to that battle for Jackson Sufong for top 5 spot. He has fallen back to 6th as Jackson moves up into 5th and races away a little bit there. Almost a second distance, about 7 tenths of a second. As they try and get theirs, as Rob tries to get that car back up to full race speed, get that chase back underway. You can see, as I say, back there behind them. That's Wayne Rogers, Juha Cirilla, Ben Mead. Maybe Carl Bringham not that far, only about 6 seconds further back behind Ben Mead in 10th. This finish is shaping up to be a tough one. I wonder what things the boys are going to change in the meantime. Like once they get to that 10-minute warm-up, break period between the two 30-minute races here tonight. Go and test out a few different things. See if they can push that car a little bit harder than they did in the first half this time. But round 2, still 6 more rounds of racing action after this. We've got 6 weeks to try and decide a champion, so lots of racing still to come. There's 3rd place Matteo Manelli. He's coming through the first hairpin. We'll jump all the way back here to 11th place Anthony Haig. Looks like Jacob Smith just back there behind him in the Phantom machine. It is 11th and 12th here. Haig, Jacob Smith there. Cole Bringham just up ahead in the 10th place position. Basically, lap and a bit to go, really. They'll start the 19th lap. Looks like 19th will be the final lap. Keep the eye on the board for any other positional changes that might happen off camera. We can jump back, quickly check those out. But now the last one was Ben Mead passing Juha Cirilla, pushing Juha back to 9th. He's moved up into 8th. They're a couple of car positions ahead of the cars we're on right now. It's a nice looking machine, that one. Vodafone 6, Anthony Haig. Well, it looks like lap 19 is officially underway. We will jump back over to this man for Quantum Pecky's Racing. Quantum Racing's driver, Stephen Varga, has been the star all night. Absolutely beautiful run in this first half of the hour-long race. 30-minute battle, 10-minute warm-up, back into the 30-minute battle. But doesn't really need to change anything. Just go back out, do it all over again, and he should be good. I believe the starting order will be the finishing order of this race for the next race. I don't believe it mentioned anything about being inverted. No, it's not. So I would say, yeah, the finishing order of this race will set the starting order. So I don't know why I said Stephen Varga, as he gets the checkered flag, will take out the first half of tonight's racing. Will secure himself his second pole position start here tonight. Looks like Kelvinder Singh will light up alongside him. Manelli, Hayden Watson getting a promotion. Jackson Sufong will move down a starting position to fifth. It looks like from his original starting position. We'll wait for the race to finish out here. Anthony Hay, Carl Brenham, Jacob Smith there, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Looks like Cole's passed Jacob for 10th, 11th to 12th. So the battle was the other way around prior. See if Anthony Hay can hold on. Come around the final turn down that straightaway. It should be an easy run from here. It's Wade Georgeson, 420 Oz driver, comes out of turn 11. Down into turn 11 himself, the Sticky Johnson, 785. Let's get our first lot of results up on our screen for tonight. Cliff Potter for the 420 team in 14th alongside teammate Wade Georgeson in 13th. Jacob Smith in 12th. Carl Brittingham finished 11th. 10th, Anthony Haig, Yuha Cirilla in 9th. Ben Mead finished in 8th. 7th, Wayne Rogers. Rob Chandler in 6th. Our top 5, though. The 104 Motorsports drivers, Jackson Sufong and Hayden Watson in 5th and 4th. Matteo Manelli in 3rd. KSS Racing's Kelvinder Singh Sidhu and Stephen Varga, tonight's winner for Quantum Racing. That will be the starting order as well for tonight's second half of the 30-minute battle. But before that, the boys do have 10 minutes to get back out on the track, do some practice, get some laps going, and get some setups changed. They haven't got there yet. Obviously, it takes time to do that, but as soon as we cut to the track, as soon as they get on the track, we will cut to them. All right, doesn't look like anyone's going out for warm-up just yet. Stephen Varga might be the first car in the pits. No. They're all probably stretching the legs, grabbing a wee. Here we go. Here's one of our drivers himself, Wade Georgeson. Let's get those results back up on the screen because I can't even remember what they were. Finished in 13th, Wade. I assume that means the starting order is the finishing order from the first race, and good luck, sir. What was it like out there? Talk us through it, brother. I lost all the telemetry from the prior race. I can't go back and review things. Damn it. I was hoping we can go back and look at a few passes and stuff while we waited for the 10-minute warm-up to get underway. But yeah, the drivers do deserve the chance to jump in the chat, say g'day. Swiggy, absolutely robbed. Welcome in, brother. Actually, yeah, what's the starting order for the... I wonder if that's registered order for the warm-ups. My leaderboard. Hopefully you have better luck in the next heat, Swiggy. Who are you, my friend? I'm just trying to put the two and two together, but can't piece it together. I thought I might have seen a Wiggy or a Swiggy or a Swig or something in the name list. Ben. Ben Mead. Welcome, Ben. Okay, cool. So you'll be starting around 8th spot, I guess. Yeah. So what's that, 4th row? Look, just follow the guys in front of you. If you think it's too good to be true, it is. And just have patience, my man. Show them how it's done. Oh, I see a car out on the track down there. It's Wade George. He's got out. I'm out there straight away, Bob. Let's get that camera time for Wade. I can find my camera. Well, if I lost my cameras. Oh, there. George in the 707 Sticky Johnson G-Ready Ford machine. See the 7, Ben Mead. So the two chatters. Jacob unfortunately locked up and tapped me at the unlucky. All right, we have just under 5 minutes remaining. I just realized I need a coffee, so I'm just going to take a quick 2-minute break, quickly make myself a hot drink, and I'll be back soon. Just enjoy the 420 Austin Gen3 V8 Supercar warm-ups here so far with Wade George. So we do have Ben Mead out there as well. But for whatever reason, the camera's like, no, Wade, more Wade, please. You fancy testing something? I'll give you 2 minutes, Griff. I'll be back in a moment. Or send me a message. Send me a message with what it is. All right, we are back as warm-up finishes. I'm not going to have time to do that, Griff. I will off the grid. And if you're quick enough, good luck. Otherwise, it'll have to be the leaderboard in a moment. All right, heat 2 of 2 here tonight. It's at Phillip Island Circuit. Normally a 60-minute straight long race has been broken down into 2 30-minute races. This is the second one. First one won by that man on our screens right there, Stephen Varga. He'll line up alongside Kelvinder Singh. Matteo Manelli and Hayden Watson are going to be on that second row. Jackson Sufong and Rob Chandler, third row. Fourth row is going to be Wayne Rogers and Ben Mead. Juha Cirilla and Anthony Haig on that fifth row. Sixth row, Carl Brittingham and Jacob Smith. And if we jump down one more, there we go. Seventh row is going to be Wade Georgeson and Cliff Potter. This race gets off to a similar racing fashion as we start to see a lot of those cars sort of falling straight back into the same battles they were having not 10 minutes prior to this one. I can do this, Griff. There you go, just send you a list of their names on Discord, Griff. But I'm curious now. I'm curious. I want to know what you're doing. 420 Oz Sim Racing's Twitch account. You're all going down this round. As words. Oh, we don't have the actual race overlay up. I wonder where it was. But yeah, off to a similar starting position. Only been a couple of positions swapped initially. That is, it looks like Matteo Manelli started in third, is currently in fourth, and Hayden Watson started fourth in third. Looks like Ben Mead's jumped a couple of spots straight up into sixth, pushing Rob Chandler and Wayne Rogers back from their starting positions, as well as Jacob Smith and Anthony Haig jumping up above Juha Cirilla, Carl Brittingham in 11th and 12th. 13th and 14th currently Wade Georgeson and Cliff Potter as we get this one underway. Keep an eye on those positional battles, and we'll jump to any we might miss. Have another look at them tonight. Ben Mead's going to take on Jackson Sufong here. This is going to be nice to watch. 5th versus 6th. Really having a true advantage on anyone yet. Stephen Varga's got about a 1.3 second lead on Kelvinder Singh, almost 5 seconds over Hayden Watson. So Stephen and Kelvinder, they've taken off. They're 1 and 2, they're out. They're off racing their own race. The main race we're watching, Jackson Sufong, sort of in the meat of this sandwich. That car to the left there, Hayden Watson, got scored on Matteo Manelli there in a 4th spot, but Hayden 3rd. Behind Jackson, Ben Mead, Wayne Rogers isn't that far behind either. going to do a prediction, but you can only have 10 options, so 4 would be cut out. Ah, okay, I get you. Oh, it's just a clever idea, Griff. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one, I guess. Do like the top, like obviously just top 10 positions, maybe. I should have some dinner first before that's fine, actually. It was a bit of a battle. I'm just going to go back and check this battle. I just noticed something in the telemetry I want to sort of have a look at here. You have Cirilla, Anthony Haig, Cole Brittingham. I think, there was a bit of a spin out and a crash, and it looked like, just noticed a couple of cars gained a lot of different positions in that incident. So, look, a bit of an early misstep there in the race. Still a lot of race to go. Only over 5 minutes in of a 30-minute battle. Who are the top 3 or top 5 favourites? Well, I'm in the top 3 now. Is what Stephen Varga, Kelvin Singh, and Hayden Watson, Tao Minelli, Jackson Sufong. Did have the points up before from the previous race, but so Kulvinder Singh and Jackson were 2nd and 3rd last week, but the winner, Luke Fallon's not here this week. So it's kind of tricky to pick those. Go over that start-finish line. Officially lap 5. I think it was about 20-odd laps, if I remember correctly, in the last round. 19, 20, yeah. But so like it's tough because any of them at any given part of the night could be anywhere. It's just wrong place, wrong time sometimes, or getting a good opportunity and taking advantage of it. Good little battle here between Ben Mead and Jackson Sufong here for 5th and 6th place. Jackson's on the inside turn, so he does have the sort of slight advantage on it. Not able to sort of sit as wide on that turn and hold it as flat as you would like. Going to lock back in behind him in 6th place. Wayne Rogers right there in 7th. We do see Jacob Smith on that screen there on the Fanda Beast, just to the left. And a little bit further back, I think that was Cole Brittingham and Rob Chandler. So still plenty of opportunities for everyone here to advance position. Someone to make a mistake. Jackson just a little bit under the grass there. He's pay for it though, which is good. Sometimes can lose traction if you're up on that little burn, especially in the Gen 3s. They don't enjoy it too much at all. I can't predict, can I? No. I can't. Oh, that's right. That Twisted always goes on about that. Yeah, of course. Dickhead Bob. Oh, something's happened with Cole Brittingham there. He's pulling over to the side of the road. Is he having car troubles? Or was he just letting everyone through so he could sort of get back and wasn't happy with the way the car was running? It's Matteo Manelli, Jackson, Sue Fong. No, sorry, no, that's Hayden Watson in front of Matteo Manelli. That's my bad. The 104 Motorsports driver. If I'm not mistaken, teammate with Jackson. Just look at the team names. Oh, multi-car team maybe. Yeah, there we go. 5th place is Jackson and Sufong. That's why I keep mistaking their cars. Hell Reaper, he's dumped old mate, so he can't see what you're doing. See what he said. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Why aren't you out here tonight, Hell Reaper? Are you just going to do the GT3s? Just over a third into this battle. And this one up the front here, Hayden Watson and Matteo Manelli for 3rd and 4th. Has been pretty fun to watch. Screw doing the V8, it's too slippery for me. Yeah. I don't mind a car with a bit of extra, with at least some downforce. Well, a little bit more forgiving the GT3s, I believe. I've only got the Ferrari, the legacy Ferrari though, so. Officially on lap 8 of the 420 Sim Racing League's Gen 3 V8 Supercars. We're here at Phillip Island Circuit, round 2. Bucking the trend. Normally one 60-minute race. We've had 2 30-minute races here tonight. This is our second of 2. I've just almost coming up on the 12-minute mark of the second race. Stephen Varga was our winner in that first race. He's the leader currently. Let's see if anyone's going to change any pit strategies from that first battle or any sort of tyre saving strategies, fuel saving, and run it a bit harder and see how they go. I know Stephen did have quite the lead by the end of the race. Currently it's only about 4 seconds over Kelvinder Singh in second. It's 15 over 3rd place Hayden, but it was quite more significant than that in the first race. Navarro's going to suck. All right, looks like Matteo Manelli's going to go jump into the pits for a little bit just before the halfway mark. So with a 40% fuel capacity, you would feel like it's about that time to start going in around lap 9. However, a lot of the guys we saw in the first 30-minute battle were quite sturdy on their fuel saving and literally got it past the 15-minute mark. So got 50% worth of racing out of 40% fuel tank. That's Rob Chandler there in 5th place, the Shell V-Power machine. Jackson Sufong just ahead of him there. His teammates just ahead of him, Hayden Watson. And Kelvinder Singh has the current 2nd spot. Stephen Varga 3rd. Riding those turns tight, but oh, look at that move under brakes on the inside. Rob Chandler, can he get that run though? Ooh, jump scare. I love that one. Oh, after that little battle there, Jackson's actually going to go into the pits, but Rob, that was some great driving by Rob there. Doesn't tell me who played it though, so I don't know who to thank. Ah, sorry, man, you're an idiot. For those of you wondering or hadn't noticed on our screens, the chat does come in from a few different places. We've had Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube tonight. We are going out on Kick as well, BobbethTV on all 4 platforms. But Twitch, you do get to play around a little bit and make some sound effects and whatnot, have a bit of fun. Was it? So I was hoping it was a proper jump scare. Guessing it's only yeah. So that's by design. And you can blame. She's not here tonight, but the spooky meatball. A friend of mine. She loves to scare us. And so we're sort of facilitating that, but I had to have a little fun with it at the same time. Speaking of Shrub, I was just going to say, can I get some thoughts and prayers in the chat for a buddy of mine, Shrubgod? He's going through a bit of a hard time at the moment. He's just had to update his BIOS on his computer, so I just wanted us all to just keep him in his thoughts, because I hate going through that process. It is scary, it's horrible, and I hope it fixed it, Shrubs. Give it about 10 minutes and it should play Shrubs' walk on as well. I don't know why it's so delayed. One day I'll have 10k Bobby coins and be able to voice. Yeah, I've got to raise that because I feel like that's somewhat achievable. I feel like there's a few people that could really easily shut me up at any point. And given I need more reasons to talk, not less reasons to not talk, more reasons to not talk. That, and I never see the notifications for it. So when it's like the word ban and things like that. Yeah, Shrubs. See, Shrubs got 38,000 points. I'm going to make a redeem thingy real quick. It's going to be 39,000 points. It's going to be, I'll be nice to Shrubs for 24 hours. All right, back to this race as we come up almost there at the last third of this race. So tyre wear, fuel wear, it doesn't matter how good you are. If you haven't been in the pits yet, you will be looking at the dashboard to have a look. Let's see, Wade Georgeson, Anthony Haig, and our top 3, Carl Brittingham, Kelvinder Singh, and Stephen Varga, all have not gone into the pits yet. Stephen Varga, you got to think, with the exception of Kelvinder Singh, if Kelvinder can time it the same as Stephen, he might be in with a shot. You got to think some of these other guys, they're back 30, 40, 50 seconds. Might be not enough time for I lost my train of thought because I got all paranoid that they were going to do something stupid. For those lads to catch up. For those lads, of course, that's what I was thinking. Oh, there it is. There's one. There's one. I'm glad the webcam thing's not on. Thank you, whoever. Shrub God. I'd expect better than that from you, Shrubs. Jesus, Shrubs. I would. I'd expect better. Where is it? There it is there. There we go. Nobody expects a rubbish acquisition. Oh, you can't hear. They're not coming through. What? If I can hear them, then it should mean they're coming through on the stream. That's weird. That is weird. I just got to move over to OBS. Kulvinder Singh here right now. He is battling it out with Carl. See there? Can you hear that? In the Beninging. Oh, and I might have made the voice one 100 and something thousand now to redeem it. Some bastard. All right, but less than 10 minutes remain. The final third of this race is here. This is where those strategies will pay off. Carl Brigham and Stephen Vargas still have not been in the pits. That 4-second lead that Kulvinder Singh, that Stephen had over Kulvinder Singh is now 37 seconds. So you got to think that if he can keep that pit very snug, get in, get some fuel, get out, then he shouldn't have a problem with a pit stop. Carl Brittingham, I think he may look at facing a bit of competition. Oh, look, it's a powerful tool that humans were not meant to wield, Shrubs. Kulvinder Singh there coming up on a Cliff Potter. There's Shrubs' walk on. I should have checked the time when I said that, because I said, oh, 10 minutes time, and yeah, it's better about that. Rob Chandler, Jackson, Su Fong, still battling it out for 7th and 8th spot. Rob Chandler, a little bit further back, but not that far back that he won't be competing with them. The other boys up ahead, Wayne Rogers, Matteo Manelli, even Hayden Watson, just 5 or 6 seconds ahead of these two boys. So anything can and will happen in these final 8 minutes as these cars race out these final, say, 5 and a bit laps. Let's we'll leave it on random drivers, so we'll jump around a little bit. But we're going to jump in and just cruise around with some of the different guys on the track. This one's Jackson Su Fong. I do believe that is Honda Hairlip right there, Griff. As he comes up around the back of the turns into turn 11. Oh no, that was MG Hairpin. Honda Hairlip's the one on the top right of the track. Hayden Watson right there, Jackson Fong's teammate. He's got Matteo Manelli right there behind him. That 4th spot is not locked in just yet. Cirilla moved himself back up into 12th. Looks like Wade Georgeson went off the track. He's fallen back to 13th. Cliff Potter's about a lap down, so he'd be somewhere else on the track, relative-wise. So Cole Brigham has hit the pit lane. Can he get in and out before Hayden Watson closes this down? Here's his teammate Jackson Su Fong back in 7th. He's got Rob Chandler back there behind him. 13 of Wayne Rogers in 6th, just up ahead of him, just coming through the turn there ahead of the boys. And that's straight away just ahead there on the track map. Cole Brigham falling back to 9th there. A new top 3. Stephen Varga and Kelvin Singh, the 1 and 2. But Hayden Watson is going to move up into 3rd. Matteo Minelli 4th. Wayne Rogers in, 5th place. This man on our screens, Jackson Sufong, is going to start the 6th position. Behind him, there's Robert Chandler in 7th. Jacob Smith in 8th. Ben Mead and Carl Brittingham currently 9th and 10th. Anthony Haig, Wade Georgeson, Juha Cirillo, Cliff Potter, 11 to 14. So Wade Georgeson there, having a bit of trouble staying on track. Less than 5 minutes to go, so just a handful of laps. We might not even get to the 19th, 20th lap like we did in the first 30 minutes, boys. Probably gone a little bit harder this time around. Or maybe a little bit more reserved even. So where George and Juha Cirillo forced to stop into the pits. Cliff Potter's going to get that lap position back, move up into 12th. Watson still, while getting an extra position, moving up from that 5th to 4th battle. It's now 3rd to 4th, but it's still Matteo Minelli right there behind him. That's got to be daunting. He has been there a big part of that race, and one of the first things said to me was, if you run mirrors and you know the guy's there and you're looking in your mirror to watch him, then he's in your head. He's already won, but I think we might have jinxed Matteo there a little bit. Carried a little bit too much speed on exit, got a little bit tank slappy. Had to let off, and that's allowed Hayden to run off a bit there. No, time-wise, yeah, it's going to be just, 20th lap will be the finishing lap, 19 will be the final lap. So same amount of scheduled lap racing here. Can Hayden Watson hold on for 1 or 2 more laps, though? That is the question. Podium finish up for grabs here. Currently Hayden Watson holding on to it. Matteo Minelli, he has fought hard and really put the pressure on there. Hasn't quite got the speed to get past Hayden, it seems, at the moment. Just waiting for that right moment, staying right up behind him. We're used to a lot of dirt racing on this channel, and we always say that if you follow the leader in that sense, you're not going to get past him. You have to do something different at some point in the oval racing, and it's very different here. You can have that car right up the draft, the racing line. You can be right up under that other car and not be using as much momentum, as much acceleration as the car in front of you, and it can work to your advantage. So Matteo Minelli may have something alive here, but we'll have to wait and see. As the white flag lap is waved, this is it, last lap. kind of want to get up and give Stephen Vargas some more flowers and get him on the screen. But watching this battle here between Matteo and Hayden has been awesome. Don't know if Matteo, I was going to say, I don't know if Matteo's got any more really options he can sort of try here. He's gone a little bit wider on that one. It's going to allow him to come through. Possibly, I thought maybe on the inside there as they come through, but no. Looked like he might have been considering it, but balked on the idea. But I like what he was doing. I thought if he had got that car up there, he could have worked with that. We're just going to quickly jump over to Stephen Varga here as he races down that straightaway for the last time. Barney's going to wave the checkered flag and give him the overall win here tonight. 2 wins. First round, he won that one. The 30-minute race, first race. Oh, these two, back to these two. Started door to door. Oh, looks like Matteo has conceded the spot to Hayden. Juha Cirilla back there behind him, but he's in 14th spot, a lap down, so he's not going to be a concern. So Matteo Manelli holds on for 4th place. Wayne Rogers is going to race over that line for 5th. It looks like, yeah, Jackson Sufong, teammate for Hayden Watson, racing over the line. There's Jacob Ben Smith. Here comes Ben Mead, sorry. He gets his checkered flag run. Just 2 more cars to go. It looks like a couple in the pits are already finished up. Carl Brittingham, Anthony Haig. As round 2 wraps up for the Gen3 V8 Supercars for the 420 AusSim Racing League. Next week's race will be 50% fuel at Mugello, the Autodrome, International Autodrome of Mugello. I can't speak Italian, sorry, that's going to be international. Interesting, Bob. But we also do have coming up on Tuesday night the GT3s for the 420 AusSim Racing League. Sorry, I forgot how to speak for a second there. All right, let's wrap up the results here for our second race. Juha Cirilla finished in 14th place. 13th, it was Wade Georgeson. Cliff Potter finished 12th. Anthony Haig in 11th. 10th to 6th was Carl Brittingham, Ben Mead, Jacob Smith, Rob Chandler, and Jackson Sufong. Our top 5, though, was Wayne Rogers, Matteo Manelli. The top 3, the podium finish was Hayden Watson, Kilvinder Singh. But back-to-back winners here tonight. Stephen Varga showing them how to get it done. Takes out both races in the Phillip Island circuit round of racing. All right, I'm going to wrap that one up now. I'm just going to check something here. We do have a majority of the viewers are on the Twitch side, so let's just have a quick look and we'll see what other what content is going on out in the Twitch world. See if there's not someone we can go raid out to before we as we finish up. Oh, actually, I'm silly. I know exactly who. I know it's not exactly race cars. Should I rate? Do you guys want to go check out some Assassin's Creed? Look, it's not about the game; it's about the person. I feel, and so we'll raid out to one of our fellow streamers, Twisted Cloud. She's playing some Assassin's Creed at the moment, but plays a lot of various games. Has a WWE 2K25 league where if you sub to her channel, she'll literally sit down with you for an hour or so and create a character for you. Self, Griff, Shrubs, Spooky, we all have characters over there, and you just vie for titles and stuff. It's a pretty entertaining show, and she's shown us some love, so let's show her some love back, guys and girls. I don't have any raid channels, raid messages set up. We do have a little bit of time before I have to hit the raid button, so if Griff or Shrubs wants to save my ass on that respect. But look, we'll be back tomorrow morning with the Knuckleheads iRacing League's Grassroots Racing Series, week 10. Only 2 more weeks of that racing to go. And then that one is finished up. And then let's say back Tuesday night for the 420 Austin Racing League's GT3 series, as well as potentially any various Twitch streams that I do throughout the week. But we're going to jump over there now. Shrubs has popped a little message in there for us that we can copy. Thank you, Shrubs. Appreciate you. You're beautiful. Let's go say good day.